Everyone. So today we are going to discuss about an example program for one-dimensional array. As I have told you that an array is a collection of similar data items. So here I am just going to get the elements in an array, and then after getting the elements from the user at the runtime and storing it in an array, then I am going to display all the elements what I have got from the user. I am going to display it. So this is what I am going to do it, getting the number from the user, and then I am going to display it in a form of array. We are going to see is okay. So this is about the example program. So first what we need to do is we need to start with the header file as hash include stdio.h, and then we need to specify the main function, and then declare the variable as x as an integer type. So this is a counter variable where we will be using it. So this is a counter variable. For your reference I am making it to be as in a comment section. This is a counter variable, and then usually we used to proceed this counter variable with I or x or some other variable what you would like to specify it, and then next I am going to declare an array. So integer num array size of 4, which means that in an array you can able to store 4 elements as maximum, up to 4 elements as maximum. Then we are going to access an array elements from the user at the runtime. So we need to use a for loop. So in the for loop what we need to do is we need to declare. So for the for loop syntax we used to have. So what is the for loop syntax is, first part is of initialization, the next part is of condition checking, and then the next is of increment or decrement. So in this what you are going to do is, we are in array the elements need to be stored continuously. So after storing the first element in the first 0th index, next it need to move to the next index. So to increment the index we need to specify the increment operator. Okay, so what we need to do is initialize with the where we need to start the array, that need to be start with the 0th index, and then the condition is that you should not proceed over the maximum limit as 4. So I am just specifying as x less than 4, and then next is x plus plus. So to make the integers to move to the next integers, I am just need to make as the post increment as x plus plus. So inside the for loop we need to specify the printf statement as enter the number, so that at the runtime you will be getting the number from the user, so that this will be stored as num, and then in the integers as if the x is 0 at the first condition, 0 will be less than 4 condition is true, and then it asks to enter the number. We will be entering the number. That number will be stored in num array of 0. That number will be stored at num array of 0. For example, it will be like this. So I will explain this with the logic as, so see here, when your loop is running with x equal to 0, then your for loop will be like this, that is x is 0, and then it will be assigned as 0 less than 4, 0 less than 4. After that the value of x is 0 is assigned, that is 0 plus plus. So here it checks the condition, that is 0 less than 4 is the condition is true. So if the condition is true, then it comes inside the for loop. It comes inside the for loop to enter the number. So at the output screen it will be asking you to enter the number, and then you will be entering the number in the at the runtime. So that number, for example, if you enter the number as 10, so this will be stored in your array. This will be stored in your array as num, that is you are given as num as the array. So num array of 0, so it will be stored in the position as num array of 0. So in the num array of 0 it will be stored as 10. So similarly, so after that after your first iteration with x equal to 0 is getting ended, then your x plus plus, that is of 0 plus plus will be done. So 0 plus plus, it will be making one time increment, so that your x value will be now as now 1, so that the next iteration will be begin. So in the next iteration again it will be checking with the condition as x equal to 1, that is directly it will be checking with the condition as 1 less than 4 in the for loop. Again it will be doing with the post increment operation as 1 plus plus, it will be assigning it. So next it will be checking the condition as 1 less than true, 1 less than 4 is condition is true. Again it will be asking us to enter the number, so you will be entering the number. So that will be stored in the array as num array of 1. The element will be stored here will be as 20. So likewise the condition will be keep on checking the for loop up to your x value will be as 3. So totally from 0th index to till the third indices, totally you will be entering the elements. So totally 4 elements you will be entered. So that will be stored in the array format as like this. So num array of 0, num array of 1. So after that that will be as num array of num array of num array of 2. For example, the value entered here is 30, and then num array of 3, num array of 3, the value entered will be as 40. So like that the value will be stored. So see here totally 4 values, num array of 0, num array of 1, num array of 2, and the num array of 3. So after that the loop gets ended when your x is of 4, that is 4 less than 4, the condition will be getting failed. So it will be quitting your for loop, and then it will be moving to the next line. So the next line of your code is again the for loop to print the elements. So in that again it will be starting with x equal to 0, 0 less than 4, again the condition true. So whatever the elements which are stored in the array, that we are going to print along with the position. So when it is getting started to print, see here the numbers are in position, I need to print the position as along with the number which is stored in the array. So here I have specified as for the x is of integer type, so the identifier is %d. After that one small space should be specified, so I am specifying as vertical tab as /d, and then the in the array what the element is stored I need to print it, so I am going to give as %d. So this will be as num is your array name, and then the indices unit is specified as x. So in the corresponding position what the element is stored, like that I am going to print it. So this is about the explanation about the one dimensional array, as how far we are going to get the element, and then how far the element is retrieved to display in a form of array. Okay, so now we are going to execute this program. See here I am just clicking this code block environment as build and run. So it will be compiled, and then it will be running your program of one dimensional array. So it is asking us to enter the number. So totally your array size is of 4. So I am going to enter 4 numbers. See here I am just going to give, you can give any number, and then see here it will be asking for 4 times. The third time it is asking, and then the fourth time it is asking. So that I have given 4 different numbers. So these all will be stored in the array, and then the array I am going to print the numbers which is stored in the array. So here see here it is printed. So this is of 10 is stored in the position as 1, and then index will be 0. 20 will be stored in the position 2, and then index will be 1, and then 30 is stored in the position 3, and then index will be 2, and then 40 will be stored in the position as 4, and then the indices will be 3. So this is about the one dimensional array.